Today is a very, very special episode because what I really like about doing this show, and it's when you try to manifest something and believe in it and see it through, there's steps that need to be taken. The first thing for me was I knew that I had to get back into another cash flow business because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff that is taxing. I've been in the courts for 9, 10 years for stuff. It's not a pity party. It's just stuff that people took their best runs at me, and I'm doing my best to defend myself, and it's getting better. As you can see, the knife is out of my back. In 3 months, I have a court date October 1st, and that's the telltale moment. Will I make it or will I break it? None of that matters to me because life's about new beginnings, and tomorrow's the beginning of the rest of your life, and the slate is clean. So we're going to do this. When I envisioned Wild Wing, it was a simple thing. Begin with the end in mind. Have a goal, how you're going to get there, and that was it. I had $100. I took it to 100 stores, and that was my challenge. It was never about the money. So what it was taking care of my daughter, doing what was right, working hard, working honest, working with an integrity, and I had a bunch of values in place. Everyday affordability, never price yourself out of the market. All these different things lead to building. That's the key word, building a business. Everybody throws out the word brand. I mean, they get a logo and, oh, look at my brand. It doesn't work like that. What you got to do is you got to build a business, and you got to build a strong foundation. And as I'm talking about the business, this is my business, is this dog. Her name is Girly. She's a golden. Her tail's wagging, and I got to get her a treat because she doesn't like when I'm giving you attention. Okay, come to daddy. Come to daddy. This episode is all about you. Come on up. Come on up. Okay. So yeah, she's the third biggest part of my life. My daughter and my grandson are the first two. And my daughter, she just turned 25 like Wild Wing. She was born a day before I started that company. And now it's her journey. And hopefully my grandson can take and learn from this when I'm gone, and, whatever. It helps me to help other people to learn that there's steps and processes, and you got to build a strong foundation, and you got to have a vision. And I learned at a young age, the vision has arisen, and it takes time. And, I mentioned that a business is not built in a day. It's not built in a week. It's not built in a month. It's not built in a year. It's built year over year. And, so what I have is I have a 10-year plan. I just turned 61 this month, actually. And, but when I'm 71, maybe I'll take that holiday that I always wanted because I'm afraid of flying. That's one of the reasons. And, how much can I drive to all these restaurants in the States with my dog? But what I've done is I've taken inspiration from my dog, and I've developed something. This is the first time I'm bringing notes out, which is interesting. But I developed this thing about Golden Girl, trademarked it. That's what I do. It's all about intellectual property. You got to protect yourself. So I want to do these tenders, which you see on here, chicken tenders personified. So what's crazy about that is, I don't know this, but when I go down to the States with Girly, we go to Raising Cane's. And Raising Cane's, Cane was apparently a golden retriever, and this guy, Todd, Graves, I believe his name is, was raising this dog and building his restaurant. So he's got a story similar to mine. I was raising a daughter and I was trying to build a restaurant chain. And Cane and chain works. So on to the next level. This is what I envisioned. And when I did 101 sauces last time, it wasn't as hard as people think. I had all these color-coded charts and the ideas and the recipes. I'm gonna turn the heat up. You're gonna hear a bit of crackling, and then I'm gonna try to invent something. And that's it. But before I do that, I joked yesterday, does a chicken have lips? Does a snake have hips? My lips are dry, so I don't want to be like one of those guys, you know, and then it's like, no, my lips, actually, I haven't had time to have a drink. So in honor of chicken tenders, what do you do? What do you do? You have some pink lemonade. What it actually, this is, we don't have Sonic in Canada, Canada. But what they have here is a strawberry lemonade. So come on up, give Daddy a kiss. Come on up, give the kisses, kisses, girly. Okay, go. So I have a flavor named after her, which is Kisses Girly, which is Sweet Q, which is sweet barbecue. So what I've done is going to make it colorful, energetic. I've got 16 flavors. Reason being, my daughter was born on the 16th. Some of them are dips, some of them are sauces. So eventually, out of these 8 sauces that I'm going to do, and that's another thing, people don't know the difference between sauces, dips, dressings. You know, at the end of the day, it's all flavor. And if you look at Wingstop, salute, they do wings. And what happens when they do wings, their motto on their IPO when they went public is, we're in the flavor business. And that's the thing that's missing right now. Somebody needs to focus on one item, do it well, and add some flavor and some excitement and some zest and some Ric Flair, which reminds me, woo! Yeah, so what I was getting at is, when you look at Raising Cane's, they have a cane sauce, which, you know, I'm gonna try to recreate, even though I don't know the recipes, but, and that's a big, big but on the last girl I dated. No, that's a big, big but I'm gonna try to do something a little more different, because Chick-fil-A, if you see it here, well, you won't see it here because that's the wrong sauce. That's their Polynesian sauce. This is their Chick-fil-A sauce. You got a Raising Cane's sauce. So they have these sauces. What Raising Cane's hasn't done, and I don't blame them, they've actually just stuck with the one and they force feed it down your, you know, fingers, because they do fingers, we do tenders. Where actually Chick-fil-A is actually adding more flavors in, like the one I just grabbed, the, now I lost it again. Oh, the Polynesian. So that can go back up here. What I did notice when I went to Wingstop was they had a 4-ounce portion cup. And so you're getting value, and that's what it is. It's all about value, and no different than these videos. If, you know, I help somebody today, that's great. This is more directed for me to give my daughter a little bit of help, like I got from her grandmother, you know, my mom, my dad, and you know, help the next generation, because it's not easy out there. So yeah, so the flavors, I would actually, and another thing I noticed, they don't toss them, and maybe I'm gonna toss one today. And I'm never gonna toss one if I keep talking, so I'm gonna finish my drink and I'm gonna get the party started, because I forgot to turn on the goddamn oven. What do you want? You hungry? It's not an oven. It's a flat top. Give me 1 sec. Dr. Phil, we'll be right back. I'm gonna do it the old school way. So right now I know that these are NFG. These are more just chicken strips. And I'm just gonna take these. I let them, I didn't marinate them because, you know, it's what I said to my daughter. You know, I used to go with pretty girls, and I'd say to myself, there's no future dating magazine cover girls. So there's no future with these things. These are not fingers, they're not tenders. But what we do have is, I didn't plan this. Look at this. Wow, one more, and we got ourselves a chicken strip charcuterie board. So how many do we have of these guys? You know, we're gonna get straight to the point, because it's hard finding these things, but the groundbreaking news will come at the end. And you know, There's your chicken. Very dangerous to work with. Here's your breast. And why don't we just do a test? So what I've done is I've pre-spiced the batter. I can see right now that I have made one mistake with the batter. You can tell by color, I didn't put enough pepper in. I'm not doing anything special here. I'm not, what do they do in the States there? They call that technique dredging and the buttermilk. I've been down that road. It's messy. I think I've seen how Chick-fil-A does it, and you know, I had all my buttermilk here. I've done all that stuff, and in the end, simple is best. And I'll try this. So what happens here, yesterday I was putting my hands in and making them with love. There's nothing that's gonna help these things. You know, they're done. You know, they're not gonna make it. So all it's gonna do for me is if somebody's making a chicken fajita salad, maybe that's what they use them for, right? Like, I'm bragging about this thing and it doesn't work. So what you do with this is you shake it, and it's great if you're allergic to flour because this one's not closing properly and the flour is going up my nose. And I can just see it now. Oh my God, he's a cokehead. I seen him snorting white stuff. No, I'm not. I'm no cokehead. Okay, so why don't we have some fun with it, because there's no fun with this. We're gonna give it the spinneroonie. That doesn't work. We're gonna maybe behind the back and the flour in the hair. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Let's see what happens here. And now I couldn't close it. Now I can't open it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, now they've actually went to the other side and I got to dig deep to find them. This Uncle Buck is quite the character. You know what I'm going to do? This is also important because something good just came from that. Something good really just came from that. What was good was that I get to clean the counter for no reason. No, what was good was, and this is the thing, chicken is very dangerous. I'm always finding myself wiping. What was good from that was, I learned something the other day. You don't have to fry them that long because they're thin. And so we're gonna do a fast fry right in front of you, and I'll be plotting my next move or sauce, how to salvage this situation. You know, as they say in the movie, just when you thought you were getting out, they pulled me back in. These strips just pulled me back in. So I'm gonna split some of these fries and I'm gonna put them in the duck fat, not many. Look how nice that is, eh? Look at that. Look at me go. Look at that. And I'm shocked that I said me. It's always I, we, us. So this is not about, you know, this is this is for us. And I've done something a little crazy this time. I'm gonna do it in front of you. There you go. How does that happen? Like, it's a small element, and you figure it's not, the heat's not gonna get to it. The good thing is I know that it's hot. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna shake these things off. I'll know right away the smaller ones are gonna cook quicker. And just as I say that, it's gotta go back to the stove because the oil's not boiling. So the quicker I get rid of these, the better, because then I can plan what we're really here for. And 4, 6. It's a funny one, remember? 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we eliminate? Well, I already know who we eliminate. We eliminate me from touching pots so I don't burn myself. And we eliminate having a chicken fajita strip salad or anything. You know when they say there's no meat on the bones, you know, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Nothing to see here, folks. Just like that. The oil's not hot enough, so this guy's got to go back, you know, from the frying pan to the fryer. So, Canada, I'm running out of time. Got time to kill though. So what I'm going to do is a poutine from Canada. So we're going to call it a Vladimir poutine. And why should I go make gravy when I can maybe just do it like this and blend it right in? And I always wanted to do this. It's a cheddar cheese soup. I'm not going to put too much because I love cheese. Why did I call it Vladimir poutine? I couldn't find the lettuce. I couldn't find the figs. What do you think else I couldn't find? Cheese curds. We're in Canada. There's no curds. So I actually had to get Russian curds from a Russian store. Here we go. Why is the lemon in here? I do not know. So here are the Russian curds. So now we have a hybrid poutine. I haven't ate. I'm loving it. Are you loving it? Is there something missing? Of course there is. You know, we can't, you guys can't get some Canadian products. We can't get some American products, but I have a connection. What we got is an American poutine. And why am I saying American? I'll tell you why I'm saying American. Because, is it a blue state or is it a red state? I don't even know what that means. There you go. You've got a beautiful American, Russian, Canadian trifecta poutine. Let's try this guy out. It's beautiful. And I haven't even ate. It's beautiful. I really love it. I love it. The worst part is, those stupid strips, they're not working. They're probably burnt now because I'm enjoying this too much. Let me go check on the strips, and I won't burn my hand because I have a reason to come back to this. Okay, so you got these crazy guys, right? You see them? They're bubbling, they're rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. And that one goes out to Chris Berman. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something a little crazy here. You know what? Why not? It's so crazy, I forgot what I was gonna do. I needed the colander. I needed the colander so I can keep this oil, because I don't have much oil here. So I'm gonna use my chicken tray that I just bought. See this? And these bowls I just bought. So I'm gonna do this in front of you because what the heck? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna transfer. And I burnt the hand again, guys. I just burnt the hand again because I grabbed right in here. It's nuts. So just like that, this actually is quite funny because now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it in the bowl, and I'm gonna pad the grease off because the only good thing about grease was John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And grease is not the word when it comes to doing these things. So what would I do with this? I want to keep this duck fat because it's got a lot of flavor in it. And maybe I'm going to put it somewhere where it belongs, back in the bowl that I keep burning myself on, and then I can do another load of fries. Because this stuff is good. With the gravy, it's going to soak in. I'm going to do them a little more well done. And I just burnt the hand because I had the cloth on this side. I really got to get a glove. I really got to get a glove. And I really got to get a glove. This is crazy. because I got to get a glove. Just so people don't think I was bullshitting, here's the colander. So maybe I'll do a little fast fry with that. Right now I'm a bit screwed, blued and tattooed. And, oh, I didn't tell you about my tattoo. I have one tattoo. It's a W, not for Wild Wing, and an A. And it's on the tip of my you-know-what. And when I get it sighted, it says, "Welcome to Canada." So there you go. The more excited I get, the more welcoming I am. Okay, ifs and buts with candies and nuts I'm trying to save time, because same thing I tell my daughter, you can always have enough money but not enough time. And what I've done is I'm going to marry the duck fat with some oil. And I don't think I need this now. I like these clean work areas. And that can go back to the bus. This can go back to this. This is actually coming together nice. I'm going to just sample one. The way I'm looking at it now, I'm down to my last set of breasts, and I got to make these tenders. So it looks like the most I'm going to get is out of this 8, and that means I'm only going to do 8 sauces. Maybe I can do 8 separate seasonings, dips. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. This is cool because this is cool. It's not so hot. So I have this. It's still hot. I got to sample this. So what you do, you take this guy first, and I see a bit of grease lightning there. And there's no way to help these except bury it in some flavor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this. It's the end of the American poutine as we know it. And you know how you have crawfish and a crab boil? That's what this looks like. So we're just, I don't know what it is. Is it chicken jambalaya? Is it some girl Soraya that I used to date? You know, but it actually looks good. So it's good from far, far from good. So cheese and potatoes. So, you know, no, chicken and potatoes. So, you know, you say I'm a steak and potatoes guy. Well, today I'm a chicken and potatoes guy. It's missing something. And I'm going to think about that, what I have with my nice rack. Nothing wrong with a nice full rack, right? So I've got a rack and a half, and it's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's actually coming to me. Chicken. What goes good with chicken? I know what goes good for me. It's the Frank's Red Hot, but I'm not going to do that because, oh, just as I say that, I got the Frank's Red Hot in my hand of the seasoning. So it's, you know, it wasn't planned. That's the way it worked out. So I'm going to just season them, give them a bit of heat. So you've got this guy, remind me about later, lemon pepper. It's a funny story, but I'm going to use it for the few tenders that we have. Are my fries cooking? No, that's what I forgot. I forgot to put more oil in because it's not going to boil. Boil the oil. And this I talked about yesterday is canola oil, and I didn't know for years what it was. It's Canadian oil, and I didn't know that. You know, you usually use vegetable oil, peanut oil. So I didn't use it yesterday because it's got one of those lids that doesn't come off. And then I'm not good with knives, and I can't find my knives. So now it's stuck, and I can't do anything about it unless I want to lose an eye. And I don't want to lose an eye because it's an eye for an eye. So when that happens, this is what you do. This is how you do it. you should get a glove, giving my history, and I'm boiling the other oil for the for these 8 tenders. I've got too much oil, so we don't want to waste anything. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to marry the two, and I just burnt my hand for the 9th time. That's a record. That is a record. I do have a glove. Actually, I got 2. I got these boxing gloves. Maybe that'll work. And, of course, maybe that'll work. So let's try that. Us Croatians, we fight to the death. It's that immigrant mentality. I'm going to get some gloves. This worked out. I cut them off because Stipe and Croatian and George Chuvalo boxing, but Stipe's fighting John Jones, so here we go now. I'm going to see if this works. But then I'm going to burn the thumbs, so maybe if I do it that way, I put on the thumb, and that's that. All right, give me a second. Nope. I'm old now. I'm getting older by the second, and I'm actually, for once in a while, I'm having a hard time. And maybe it's this nice set here. I'm gonna get a glove. So I guess this is what happened. Yesterday I was doing the dishes, and I'm a clean freak. So I had my dish glove, and then this is my baking glove. I was supposed to bake, and I put it outside. So why am I grabbing this? I'll never know. Now I have a problem because I've got too much oil in there. And this is really turning into a Henry Hill episode of making the gravy with the helicopters flying. Okay, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? I gotta transfer bowls. So you see what's happening. I didn't put enough oil in here, and that is singeing. You can hear that. That is singing the chicken. Never thought that would work. So if that works, why don't I do this one? This one's obviously not as hot. Gotta watch it with hot oil. There you go. Now I can cook these properly, and I feel like I'm at Benihana. I've just learned something new, that these gloves don't work. And they don't work. So I'm gonna let that cool down, and here's what I've learned. Maybe it's a new technique. We're gonna try 2 different things. I forgot that I need this for the tenders, and I forgot that I gotta have a clean work area. And I forgot that these pretzels are making me thirsty. Starting to heat up in here. As it's starting to heat up, I'm gonna just move these guys, sorry, or these ladies, or whoever, to the side, and I'm gonna try to figure what my next move is. Again, clean work area. What's always missing with a nice set of breasts? A good bra. So we've got some Braswells that will do real well with this. And I've never had this, so we're gonna just put a bit of this on. Maybe this is still hot if I get lucky. And yeah, this is nice. And it's so nice that I gotta kill the taste of the bad chicken. I don't know where my chair is, it was just here. And the chair is not here. So, all right, you should enjoy a good meal sitting down, so I'm gonna do it old school. I'm just gonna, you know, belly up to the bar. We're gonna try this chicken in the sauce. And we're gonna get rid of the mosquito. This is actually very good. Shocked. I've got chicken fajita fries. poutine. Lots of, look at this, lots of garlic, they got a lot of garlic in there. That's what was missing. Oh, this is amazing. It's actually amazing. It's so amazing that I'm not going to eat it. And I'm going to try to do another, I'm going to do another poutine. As I say, I'm not going to eat it, I'm eating it. You know what? This chicken's actually not bad. That's a little too thick. This one, even thicker. And go to the fries. I don't know why. I was never really a fan of chicken. And even the wings I don't eat. But a lot of interesting stuff going on here. Lots. I'm telling you, there's a lot of flavor here. And what are we? We're in the flavor business. So there's a lot of flavor here. And there's a lot of oil. And I think that'll be it. All right. Honest review. Oh, good.